Hi, and welcome to UFIND. I'm looking forward to taking you on a quick tour through the acronym UFIND to help you understand how to shift your perception. In other words, you get to follow a step-by-step process that helps you shift the way you see things in any situation to get you out of assumptions that are creating blind spots. Usually they are extremes, and with this process you become more balanced in your perception, more grounded in what's going on, able to therefore choose a more effective approach. So let's start with U out of UFIND. Understand your situation. Now that sounds obvious, but it's actually not that easy, is it? Why? Because our brain loves certainty. So what happens is that the brain wants to fill in the blanks. As soon as it sees something that looks familiar, it will want to decide it already knows what it is so that it can feel like it knows how to deal with it. So we therefore jump to conclusions often, making assumptions without us realizing we're making them lightning quick, and it's automated and effortless. Now look, it's great when we're walking, it's great when we're driving, and when we're cooking to be able to make all these assumptions of how to keep our body in balance, how to navigate the obstacles around us effortlessly in an automated way. However, when we're stuck, we are automating the same approach that keeps us stuck. So therefore, whenever we are stuck in any situation where we are overdue for a breakthrough, this is our opportunity with UFIND. Starting with you is to understand the situation much more than you had previously done. So how do we do it? Well, practically, it's about turning on that observer of you that says, okay, there's more to this. What else can I notice? What can I observe? Take a deep breath, slow it down, because trust me, slowing it down will actually speed up the realizations for you to do it differently and have a breakthrough. So the initial illusion of slowing down is you don't have the luxury to slow down. But the reality is one shift in approach will give you an immediate breakthrough. So understand the situation. What will end up happening is as you collect more and more data and hold that discipline, not to jump to conclusions no matter how tempting it is, because it really is, you then will be in a position to go to the F in UFIND, which is feel your emotions. Now that you understand the situation properly, how is it impacting you? What are you feeling about it? Once you know at least one, usually 3 or more emotions that you're actually feeling, that is a head start. Why? Because your perception is based on how you feel. If you know how you feel, you get to move one step down into the I in UFIND. Now I is now you get to identify the assumptions your subconscious has made to make you feel that way in that situation. Once you know what you're feeling, you can go, what? I should feel this way because, and that's you helping your brain guide you into understanding your assumptions. Once the thinking starts to come out of why you should feel that way, this is where you can drill down further into more underlying assumptions that support those assumptions you've discovered already, right? So you get to say, all right, I should feel this way because, and then the assumptions come out. I should be assuming this and thinking this because, and more assumptions come out. Now you could do that quite a few times and tease out a lot of interconnecting assumptions. What's good about that is now you get to come to the end of UFIND, which is you get to see the extremes of your assumptions and be given a chance to neutralize them back to balance. Now, I can guarantee you, every single time you're stuck in any situation where everything you're trying to do is not working, not giving you much return on that investment, allowing you to have a breakthrough, I can guarantee you that your assumptions have gone extreme. Extreme means it's either extreme optimism or extreme pessimism. Optimism is, she's all good, it'll work itself out, I don't need to pay too much attention, she'll come around, it'll fix itself. The extreme pessimism is, what's the point? Why should I pay more attention? Nothing I do is going to make a difference. I just want to give up. It's all too late. Now, the thing that these extremes have in common is that you don't have to be different in any way. Now think about that for a second. In a world of opposite equal reaction, your constant action is attracting a reaction, which means if you stay the same, you stay in the same dance. So the moment you catch these extremes, you now have an opportunity to evaluate them. You didn't have that opportunity before. And you get to go, let me think. Is it really all good? Nothing's all good. There's always stuff that you have to pay attention to. And is it really all bad? There's always ideas to guide us. I just have to look at other people, to look at how they break through things. So that obviously there is a better way. So as you can see through these two extremes, as an observer with your better judgment, with your values and principles, you then will use that in exposing and neutralizing out of these extremes. You'll come to the D in UFIND, which is now you get to decide a balanced approach with an improved perception of seeing the situation, and it'll make more sense to you. It'll connect to your values and principles, and you will have a lot more confidence that this new approach is going to be more effective because it's balanced and principled. So then you get to tune in and see how motivated you are to act on that new approach. If there's still resistance, that means there's emotional doubt that it will still work. So all you got to do is respect how you feel. Go back, start the process and go, well, what else is it about this situation that would make me want to doubt it? What else am I feeling? Is it just doubt, or is it other emotions of anxiety that's making me resist? And then you go, well, what am I assuming to feel those emotions of doubt and anxiety or whatever it is? And then you'll find more extremes, and then you'll be able to refine your approach. As you could see with UFIND, you could spin through the cycle as many times as you want until you've refined a approach that makes so much sense and you can't wait to trial it. Now, sometimes if we're in a very complex situation and there's a lot of variables, a lot of things going wrong, and we're in a perfect storm, it's hard when we're emotionally in that storm to get clear on all our assumptions, which means it's difficult to even get to an approach that we can believe in, even if we are trying to follow UFIND. That's when you use fresh eyes from people you trust, experts, professionals, even psychologists who can help you. Instead of you taking yourself as if there's something wrong with you to a psychologist or a therapist, you can take the situation and what you've discovered already through the UFIND process and say to them, can you help me unpack it more, deconstruct my perception more, because I want to see it differently. I want a more balanced approach that makes more sense to me. Can you help me with that? And look, we've already had conversations with psychologists, and they say we would love people to come to us with that level of understanding and awareness already invested in their situation. And we're happy to use our tools that we use every day to further the clarity for them. So it's like using a consultant, a coach, an expert for you to solve complex problems. The best, most elite achievers in the world are using coaches and consultants every day. So why wouldn't you do that for you, right? So I look forward to you enjoying your experience with UFIND, and If you're watching this video and you're about to start a workshop, enjoy the workshop with your facilitator. And bye for now.